So the holidays are here. I absolutely love this time of year, and there are a few things that I do every single holiday season to stay on track with my health and fitness goals so I don't get to the beginning of the new year and really regret getting off track during the holidays. So in this video, I'm going to share my top 5 tips for staying consistent and continuing to build momentum along your vegan health and fitness journey. So tip number 1 is to commit to consistency. So for me, I really love going into the holidays with a plan of action. So it might not be the exact kind of training and the exact kind of nutrition that I was doing prior to the holiday season, but this just means that you're not totally derailing yourself from your health and fitness goals during the holidays. And when you create a specific plan of action for the holidays, that can be all the accountability that you need to stay consistent. So even if you're not getting to the gym as much, and even if you're starting to incorporate other foods that you normally wouldn't eat, develop a solid plan where you're moving your body a little bit every day and also incorporating foods that are nutritious during the holidays when most people totally derail themselves and just eat whatever they want. So I'm not really viewing it as a time where I'm going to be increasing the weights that I'm lifting or getting more ripped or anything like that. I'm viewing it as a time where I can kind of coast into the new year and then really hit the ground running when January rolls around. Maintaining your health and fitness habits during the holidays is really important because if you start losing that momentum and losing that consistency, then when January comes, you're going to have to start building that up again. So instead of viewing the holidays as a time to just hit the brakes and come back to a dead stop, if you instead look at the holidays as an opportunity to maybe reduce speed a little bit, but still maintain that momentum heading into the new year, you're going to feel a lot better after the holidays. So tip number 2 is to not stress about perfection and actually enjoy your time over the holidays. When it comes to health and fitness, I see lots of people who define perfection as being all in all the time with their fitness and nutrition. So that means hour-and-a-half workouts at the gym 5 or 6 days a week at least. That means hitting 10K steps every single day without fail. That means following your nutrition plan exactly. And I think if we define what consistency means in a different respect, if we instead view consistency through the lens of taking a more moderate approach, a more sustainable long-term approach, I like setting the expectation that moderation is okay. Moderation with my health and fitness and kind of all of those goals that I have there, but also moderation with enjoying foods that might not really align with my health and fitness goals, but are things that I would like to enjoy with family and friends during this time. I think building that kind of mindset really takes the stress out of your health and fitness journey, and it just makes the whole thing more sustainable. Tip number 3 is to bring vegan food wherever you go. So during the holidays, there's always food around, always food available, but it's not necessarily always vegan. So if you have snacks ready to go, then you can enjoy yourself with other people while you're snacking and you don't feel really out of place. Whenever I go out to dinner or I go to someone else's house, I always bring a vegan protein bar or some other kind of snacks to make sure that I have something to eat that also is healthy and helps me to stay consistent during the holidays. These are also great opportunities to bring delicious vegan dishes that you can share with your non-vegan family and friends. I've been doing this for the last 8 years, and now my family and friends will often bring their own vegan dishes because they enjoy the same kinds of foods. They might not be vegan, but they enjoy eating those things, and they're also bringing it to share with me. So that can be a great opportunity for helping your family and friends start becoming more plant-based and start incorporating more of those meals into your holiday gatherings. Bringing your own snacks and meals also allows you to have healthy options on hand wherever you are. So that can be a really great way to ensure that you can fill up on some healthy food before you start eating some of the less healthy options that your family and friends might be providing. Tip number 4 is to not go to holiday meals absolutely starving. Lots of people think that's actually a good idea to not eat earlier in the day before a holiday meal, but actually the reverse is true. If you don't eat earlier in the day, sure, you're saving some calories, but you're also going to a holiday meal absolutely famished, so you're going to be much more likely to significantly overeat. Alternatively, you could have a really healthy breakfast and lunch and go to dinner hungry, but not overly famished to the point where you're just going to eat everything in sight. That can be a really good way of practicing moderation during the holiday season. Before holiday meal, I don't really do anything differently earlier in the day with my nutrition. I have the same thing for breakfast, usually oatmeal. I have the same thing for lunch, usually some form of tofu with veggies and rice or quinoa. And then once dinner rolls around, I'm hungry, but I'm not overly famished. So I can enjoy the foods that I want to enjoy in moderation without just gorging myself. All right, so the final tip number 5, is to not make the holidays 2 months long. So the holidays are really only a couple days of the year. So lots of people really get into the holiday spirit and they're baking cookies every weekend. They're going out to dinner every other day. They're constantly going to family gatherings or gatherings with their friends, and they're just constantly overeating. All of those days and extra calories do add up, and that's how the holidays become 2 months instead of just a few days for most people. I've seen so many examples of people who erase all of their hard work and progress in the last 2 months of the year that they worked their butt off to accomplish in the first 10 months of the year. So don't let that be you. Go in with the expectation that yes, you can enjoy yourself during the holidays, but that doesn't mean enjoying yourself every single day during the holiday season. Consciously plan the events that you actually want to do during the holiday season. So pick maybe half a dozen family outings or meals that you really want to enjoy, and then for the rest of the time during the holidays, stay as consistent as possible with your nutrition and training. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found these tips to be really helpful, and I hope that you have a wonderful holiday season. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.